Russia is also facing rising tensions with one of its old allies, Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is not satisfied with Russia's stance on the plane incident, so it is generally looking for reasons and using any opportunity to show that this conflict is not over. Russia and Azerbaijan relations are going bad, and they're going badly. Putin is now moving troops to the Azerbaijani border. All the while, Russian state media is blaming Azerbaijani special services for Operation Spiderweb. That operation where Ukraine destroyed 40 Russian jets and cost Russia $2 billion. The Russian state TV is saying that Azerbaijanis were involved in helping Ukraine. Here's the report, and then we'll get into why this is happening and why Putin is looking to start a second war. According to our intelligence, Azerbaijani special services using their diasporas in Russia assisted Ukrainian special services in carrying out the sabotage terrorist Operation Spiderweb, which aimed to strike Russia's strategic air force. This was reported by the Telegram channel. Notes of a veteran citing its sources in the intelligence. It was the Azerbaijani diaspora that helped organize logistics and cargo transportation, leveraging their business networks and the infrastructure of markets and warehouses. This is why Russian security services are currently carrying out operations to neutralize Azerbaijani diasporas, which in the most literal sense are acting as a network of Azerbaijani intelligence services working in close cooperation with Ukrainian ones. An indirect confirmation of this is Azerbaijan's near-hysterical reaction to the recent purges of Azerbaijani diasporas in Russia. So the question rises, why are Russians so mad at Azerbaijan? They do have a big history, but at this point they're mad because Azerbaijan is sending aid to Ukraine. This is not the normal aid that you would imagine a country sending to Ukraine in the time of an invasion. Azerbaijan has provided aid to Ukraine ever since this invasion started. All the aid has been humanitarian supplies, energy support, and infrastructure reconstruction. No weapons, either defensive or offensive in any sense, that Azerbaijan has sent to Ukraine. But just last month, they sent something that angered Putin. They sent a demoning machine. This machine is designed to clear mines in already liberated regions of Kherson and Kharkiv that Ukraine took back from Russia. But for some reason, Russians are really mad about this, even though Ukraine cannot use this machine to take down Russian drones or missiles, and they cannot use it offensively in any sense. But to Russia, this is a big no. It's not just about the machine or the humanitarian aid that Azerbaijan is sending to Ukraine. It's about something much bigger than that. Azerbaijan is finally standing up to Russian bullying, and that's something Putin and Russian propagandists just cannot accept. They still see Azerbaijan, much like Ukraine, as a Soviet-era state that is not really independent. These states only have their independence if they stay within the Russian sphere of influence. If they want to be independent, the same playbook is getting launched again. Russian media is calling Azerbaijan a fake country. All the while, Russian troops are moving into position on the Azerbaijani borders. Talking about war is always a risky move on YouTube because it's not advertiser-friendly, so YouTube has a habit of restricting our videos. That's why if you can help us out by hitting the like and subscribe button below, it truly makes a difference. Why are we surprised by Ukraine's behavior? Because there is no such country, no such state, no history of Ukraine. There is no such state entity. This also applies to other new states like Azerbaijan, and such quasi-state statements like these are why Azerbaijani officials and Azerbaijani citizens are siding with Ukraine. And it's just laughable that Putin doesn't realize this, because the more Russia tries to be the big strongman of the region, the more it pushes away its own allies and the more it helps Ukraine and hurts Russian soldiers on the front line. This is what the Azerbaijani president just said yesterday. As NATO promises 5% defense spending, companies are moving fast to build a country's defenses. However, investing is hard, so why not let AI lend a hand? Candlestick uses AI to automate investing for beginners in the stock market for years. Hedge funds and big Wall Street players have used similar technology to give themselves a financial advantage. Now, for the first time ever, AI can balance the playing field. Candlestick AI integrates financial data, market news, and technical information to identify investment opportunities that human investors might miss. Getting started takes less than 10 minutes for customers in the United States. Download the app, tell Candlestick your investment preference, and you'll get a tailored AI portfolio that fits your needs. Then, your AI advisor automatically handles the rest. Buying, selling, and optimizing your strategies. You can sit back, relax, and see your money go to work or dive deeper with each decision. Your AI advisor gives you a custom-generated interactive investment report so you can understand the reasons why the stock was chosen. There are absolutely no account minimums whatsoever, so whether you have a few hundred, a few thousand, or more, you can start using AI to make smarter decisions and better manage your wealth. I once had an opportunity to answer the question of a representative of Ukraine at one of the events a few years ago. The question was about the same, and my answer will not differ from what I said then. I think that it is consistent with the desire of the Ukrainian people never to agree to the occupation. This is the main advice. This is what we did. Ever since the start of the war, Azerbaijan was pretty neutral. They weren't pro-Russia, But they weren't really pro-Ukraine either, but things started unraveling in December 2024. What happened in December 2024? A Russian missile brought down an Azerbaijani passenger plane. This was not a military plane, it was full of civilians, families, workers, and dozens of people were killed. This situation was bad enough. Azerbaijan was furious, but what made it worse was the Russian response. Instead of a real apology, Moscow just brushed it off as a mistake and moved on. For Azerbaijan, this wasn't just careless, it was insulting. People flooded the streets in protest. They were angry not just at the attack, but at how little their lives seemed to matter to Russia. Even the government did not stay quiet. It grounded Russian aircraft, canceled trade deals worth millions, and publicly condemned Moscow. The Azerbaijani demands were pretty simple: admit this accident as guilt, punish those who shot down the Azerbaijani plane, pay the families of the victims and the airline for the loss of the plane. This seems reasonable. It would be very convenient for Russia to just do this and keep an ally, but for some reason, Putin does not want to do this. The relationship has been going downhill ever since. Just months after the trade deals were canceled over the plane being taken down, Russian officials raided a neighborhood where Azerbaijani migrant workers lived. They arrested two brothers in relation to a murder charge. This is not the problematic part. The problematic part came next. In custody, these brothers were beaten so badly that they succumbed to their injuries. Russian officials blamed their death on a heart attack. Azerbaijani officials believed this was not an accident, but a message. They saw it as targeted abuse. The public in Azerbaijan was outraged. Protests broke out again in Baku. This time, the government took even stronger action. Russian media outlets were shut down. Journalists linked to Moscow were arrested in Azerbaijan during the investigation. Baku officials found that the Kremlin was using the Sputnik office in Baku as a hub for Russian FSB activity. On top of this, Azerbaijan did something that no other post-Soviet country has done. It started prosecuting its own citizens for joining Wagner. Any Azeri citizens fighting for Ukraine are fine, but it is now illegal for Azerbaijani citizens to fight for Russia or Wagner, the private Russian military group. Then yesterday, the Azerbaijani president publicly announced they are preparing an international court case against Russia for the downing of the plane. He said, "Unfortunately, we did not get any answer from Russian officials about that. 7 months have passed. We know what happened. We can prove it. We know Russian officials also know what happened. It's a question of why they do not just do what any neighbor would have done. Our demands are absolutely natural."